from the Ticats Audio Network. This is Ticats Today with Louie Butko.
Yes, it is Ticats Today for a Wednesday, June the 29th, 2022. Louie Butko on the Ticats Audio Network. Thanks for checking us out. Really do appreciate it as the Hamilton Tiger Cats held their final practice, believe it or not, ahead of Friday's game against the Edmonton Elks here at Tim Hortons Field. And there was some rain, there was some sun, and now it's a beautiful afternoon. And the Ticats were out here, and again, getting set for the Elks. And hopefully you'll be able to join us on Friday night. It is a 7:30 kickoff here at Tim Hortons Field. And if you can't join us, or even if you are, make sure to be listening to the Ticats Audio Network all day Friday for exclusive game day coverage. Of course, that all kicks off with the Tiger Cats game day. Courtney Stephen, Mike Daly get you set. And then Bubba O'Neill and Andy Fantuz will get you started with Tiger Cats pregame. Presented by Journey Rewards starting at 6:30. Luke and RJ have the call starting at 7:30. And remember, you can still join us. Hopefully you do. Ticats.ca/tickets if you want to be a part of the crowd on Friday. All right, coming up on today's show, we are going to hear from Coach O. But we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to start with my guest. And we don't normally do that, but it's not every day you make an announcement like the Ticats did just a few minutes ago. And yes, Danny McManus will be the latest inductee into the Ticats Wall of Honor. Danny Mac, the Ticats' all-time leading passer, 1999 Grey Cup champion. Yes, he is joining the illustrious names like Rob Hitchcock, Joe Montford, Paulus Balderson, Joe Zuger, Bernie Filoni, Rocky DiPietro, and Danny Mac will be up there on October the 7th, and it's a tremendous honor. We're going to hear from some of the men who made the decision, the Ticats Wall of Honor representative, the selection committee. We'll hear from some of those guys in just a little bit, including Ben Zambiasi and Mike McCarthy. But very pleased now to be joined by the man himself, Danny Mac. And first of all, Danny, congratulations on this tremendous honor. Just take us through the moment you found out you'd be going onto the Wall of Honor.
It was a shock. I mean, to have Bob Young call you, you don't get that every day. And for him to say that you've been elected into the Wall of Honor with all those great names that are up there, it took me by surprise for sure. I mean, it's the guys' names that are up there are, they're the founders of the CFL, and some of them are even my teammates that I played with. So it's great to be a part of that. It's a reflection of all the great teammates that I've had in my years at Hamilton, and this is for all of them. I mean, football is not a one guy game. It's a team sport, and just to be a part of that group of gentlemen that are up on that board is a great thrill for me. And it took a while for it all to sink in. There's no doubt I was surprised, and it's an awesome feeling.
Now, when you reflect back on your time here in Hamilton, what jumps out the most to you?
Well, I think it's the fans. The fans were very important to Hamilton at that time. When Darren and Coach Lancaster and I came over there with the quality of players that they already had. It was the fans were kind of wondering, where is this going to go? And, we had great success in 98 and 99 right away. But the fans were right there. They were right behind us. They're the ones that the reason why we're out there performing the way we do is for them, is to go out there and play the best we can. And then to bring a championship to Hamilton in 99. Well, it was a great feeling that we got a bit of a taste of it in 98, but just couldn't finish the deal. But to go back in 99 and see how the fans came out for the parade, and we knew the parade was going to be packed. I mean, the stadium was packed all that year in 99, and just a big celebration for the people of Hamilton.
Now, you mentioned some of the previous names that have been inducted into the wall onto the wall. You're just the third quarterback, though, and Joe Zuger and Bernie Filoni and Danny McManus. I mean, that is a pretty exclusive club. What does that honor mean to you?
Awesome. I mean, just to be even mentioned with those guys as the only quarterbacks up there is a thrill. I still, even today, I don't believe that it's happening, until you really see it and go from there. But there are just some great names up there. And that's one of the things that you look at, is that when you play the game of football, you want to do the best you can while you're out there playing. But then what happens afterwards? What happens when you get done playing? Where does it go from there? But I think, just to be up there and to know that my kids and their kids will be able to come to the stadium and to see their name up there is a big thrill. But more importantly, it's just the gentlemen that are up there to be a part of that. It's exciting for me and then for my teammates to be able to celebrate in this as well.
Now, you mentioned your teammates, and I know you guys all got together a couple of years ago when, first of all, at the Grey Cup, and then before that, when Hitch went up a couple of years ago. What are you most looking forward to? Because you guys seem to be getting that group together a lot more frequently lately, which is always great. But what are you most looking forward to getting those teammates back together come October 7th?
Well, I think it just means that we're all just getting older. I mean, that's the biggest part. But it's such a great group of guys. It's not – we don't remember too many things that we did on the field. We remember a lot of the stuff we did off the field, and some stuff we can talk about, some stuff we can't talk about. But, it's just the lifelong friends that you build through team sport, and football was a great example. Ron Lancaster did a great job of molding guys into what he wanted to be on a football team, and then he let the team take it from there. And I think all of us have been able to stay in touch and become real good friends, and not only – just because of the connection with the Ticats, but through our families and stuff like that. So, I mean, it'll be fun. There's no doubt there'll be laughs. We'll be cracking jokes on each other as we always do anytime we get together. But, it's awesome to be a part of the Tiger Cat history, as those guys know, and as the teammates know, the legacy that we have there with the 99 Grey Cup is something that'll go down in history.
Now, you mentioned the fans, you mentioned your teammates, but outside of the football aspect of it, the city of Hamilton, Ivor Wynne at the time, it was an institution. What do you remember about the city during your 7 seasons here?
Well, the biggest thing was just going to the grocery store. I mean, if you win, people will say, "Oh yeah, can I help you find something?" and stuff like that. But if you happen to lose the week before, it goes, "Get your own stuff. I'm not helping you." But I mean, they were straight. They told you like it was. I mean, if you're doing well, they let you know it. But if you weren't playing well, they let you know it as well. So I enjoyed my time there. There's no doubt. I mean, it was a great place to not only play football, but a place to live. The family was excited to be in Hamilton and to see all the sites that are around the city and be able to do a lot of things within the community with youth football, with the hospital to help out with the children's hospital. It was just a great thrill, a good time of my life to give back a little bit to Hamilton and just to be a part of that community was special.
Now, theoretically, if Mike Morreale and Rob Hitchcock decide to volunteer to help maybe MC or host or be a part of the ceremony in any way, are you going to take them up on that offer?
Oh, yeah, I got no problem with that. I imagine there might be a line of guys that want to take a shot at this. So it's because that's what it is. I mean, all of us know we keep each other humble. This is a reflection, as I said before, on all of us. And I think Hitch said that in his speech when he went up there. It's a reflection of all the guys that worked hard to make sure they did their job, to make sure the guy next to you did his job. And it just kept going and going and going. And we just put enough wins together to win championships and to have guys that surrounded me were a very special group. I mean, the offensive linemen are the guys that kept me upright. I have a lot of respect for what they do. They don't get a lot of notoriety for it. A lot of it was Mike, Darren, Andrew, and those guys, Archie, and all those guys getting the credit for it. But it was the old linemen that I have a lot of respect for that kept me upright and kept me from getting hit.
Well said. Danny Mac, congratulations once again on this tremendous honor. We can't wait to see you here, and we can't wait to celebrate all the amazing things you did while in a Ticats uniform. So thank you for the time this afternoon, and we'll see you in a few months.
Awesome. Looking forward to it, and still can't believe it that it's happening, but look forward to seeing it up there. I appreciate your time.
My thanks to Danny McManus for spending a couple minutes with me this morning. And once again, congratulations, the latest inductee on the Ticats Wall of Honor. And, of course, a very well-deserved honor for one of the best to ever play at quarterback for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Now, as mentioned, there was a selection committee meeting yesterday to make this decision to elect Danny Mac to the Wall of Honor. And among the people attending, Ben Zambiasi and Coach Sal, Mike McCarthy, and some representatives from the Ticats. And let's hear from the former Ticats GM himself, Mike McCarthy, on the decision to elect Danny Mac to the Wall of Honor.
I've seen a lot of good players come and go over the years, and we just inducted one into the Wall of Honor here, and his name's Danny McManus. Of course, he's another Irishman, so we like to put the Irish guys up there. So Danny's an outstanding player, always has been, Florida State product. He's been around, he's played for some other teams, but his greatest years were probably here in the city of Hamilton as a quarterback. And we had a great team in 98, 99, into 2000, and Danny was a big part of all that. He holds records, and great guy, and he's made football his life now. He's working for Winnipeg and assistant GM. We're glad to have him. Welcome to the Wall of Honor. Congratulations, and we'll look forward to October, to everybody's back again, and have a great time.
And that is Mike McCarthy on Danny Mac's induction. Let's hear from a former teammate of McManus. Ryan Donnelly was an offensive lineman, and we heard Danny talk about some of the great offensive linemen he played for. Ryan Donnelly definitely fits the bill. Good St. Catharines boy. He was also part of the selection committee. Here's what he had to say on inducting Danny Mac.
You know, the memories that come out when you're thinking about Danny is we expected him to do what he did on the field. Every guy knew he was going to make the pass. Everybody knew that ball was going to be on the money. What people don't know about Danny is the guy that was our leader in the locker room, that commanded the huddle, that just expected excellence out of everybody. He made you better. And, you know, the guys will always remember what Danny brought to the locker room. He brought to going out and hanging out with them. He was a true leader on and off the field. And Danny, huge congratulations, well-deserved, one of the all-time greats in all of CFL history. So from the O-line, we're really proud of you, man.
And that is Ryan Donnelly, former offensive lineman for the Ticats, extending his congratulations to Danny McManus. And let's hear from someone who has his name on the wall already. Ben Zambiasi was inducted in 2002. Of course, a longtime member of the Hamilton Ticats from 1978 to 1987. He was on the selection committee, and he passed his congratulations on to Danny Mac.
Congratulations, Danny. It's great to see you get the honor you deserve. Going on the Wall of Honor is a fantastic award. I know that you brought the best out of a lot of guys, and a lot of guys played hard for you. It was super that you won a cup here, like myself in '86. And you guys are the last team to win the cup, and it's so awesome to see that you're going up on the wall. Great honor, kid.
And that is Ben Zambiasi as he was congratulating the newest member of the Ticats Wall of Honor, Danny Mac. And a reminder, October 7th is the game that they will put Danny Mac on the Wall of Honor as he becomes the first player since Rob Hitchcock, also of that 99 team, joined the wall back in 2019, so it should be a great celebration of everything 99 and everything Danny Mac, and great quarterback, and just the third quarterback in Ticats history to be added to the Wall of Honor. All right, we did the show a little backwards today. Normally we start by hearing from Coach O, but I figured the day's news justified starting with our guest interview. So let's shift our focus back to Friday. Ticats getting set for the Elks, pair 0-3 teams going head-to-head, and here's what Coach O had to say after practice today.
I'm encouraged every week. I was encouraged going into Winnipeg, right? Like, you know, definitely execution's the name of the game in all three phases. That'll never change. But, you know, there wasn't a time, and I don't know if you can recall, like I would think that, well, we had a poor week of practice, so we probably won't execute. That just doesn't even enter the mind frame. I mean, some practice days are better than others, but you know, I'm pleased with the way practice was, but I don't really have any comment on Dane's comments, really. That's just how we're built. Like, we're built for adversity. Is this the way we want to start? Are we going to brush it under the rug and act like it hasn't happened? Of course not. This is the hand we've been dealt, but you know, our loss is frustrating, yeah, but there's not frustration, you know, necessarily from the way it's developed, right? There's a lot of factors that have gone in. We know we haven't played our best football. At times we have in spurts, but it's got to be consistent. And I think that's more of what we're looking for is consistency. And, of course, we got to finish and execute and those type of things. But, Yeah, frustration doesn't, you'd have to ask each individual person. But for me, like, you got to be playing your best football at the end of the year. That doesn't excuse not playing great ball early in the year, but that's the goal. I just think that, each game is always different. Like, you're going with a different opponent. You have a different game plan. And then sometimes you have to abort the game plan and go with the hand that you've been dealt. So, I just think that, when we've had times to score points, when we've gotten it down in what we call the score zone, or what most people refer to as the red zone, we got to find a way to make those touchdowns. When you're not scoring a whole bunch, you don't want to kick too many field goals. And then, we got to put them through the posts when we have those opportunities too, right? So we got to score more, but I think scoring more sometimes comes from more opportunity, right? Maybe we got to take the ball away a little bit more on defense, give them a short porch, those type of things. There's a lot of factors, maybe a big punt return, maybe a kickoff return. Those type of things really are factors in it. So, we'd like to be more consistent in that area for sure. No, I don't do mental chess match, Louie, with Chris. He's going to win that one for sure. I've coached with Chris. We're champions together. He's an ultra-competitive guy who is going to have his team prepared to play, and he's not afraid to make adjustments personnel-wise, mid-game, before the game. So that's just the person that we're playing, and that we expect some wrinkles from him this week, and you just have to be able to adapt. And so not going to play any mental chess with him, but definitely expect their best, and also expect some things that we have not seen so far on tape.
And that is the head coach and president of football operations of the Ticats, Orlando Steinauer. Before we go, let's hear from the quarterback, Dane Evans. Here's what he had to say after a pretty intense practice today at Tim Hortons Field.
A really good focused week of practice. Everybody knows where we're at, and we know how to get out of it, and there's only one way to do it, and it's to go to work. And that's what we did this week. Obviously, the week's not over. There's still things we can do this evening, tomorrow, and even leading up to the game, right? But we've had a really good week of work, and we know what our job is in front of us. Yeah, yes and no, because I personally like when guys are a little bit on edge like that, because, yeah, it is a long season, but we're not here to lose. Like, that's not what I signed up for, So it's a bit of, like, give and take. Yeah, you got to, hey, man, CFL 18-game regular season type thing, but also, like, I do like that fire in them for, like, let's get this thing rolling, like, not now but right now, So it's a little bit of a balancing act, but, yeah, I guess that answers your question in a weird way. They play hard. Their record might not indicate wins just like ours, but it's not like they're out there just giving things up, right? Like, especially on defense, they play hard. They've played a lot of guys, which is tough on us to prepare for. Like, we don't know, in some places we don't know who's going to be out there, and that's perfect, right? Like, we just get to react and play football. But it's a good football team. Obviously, the head coach is the DC, so we know that's kind of what he hangs his hat on, right? They're a good defense, so we got our work cut out for us, and we're looking forward to it. It's been awesome having Colin. He, like you say, he kind of just got here and went right to work. If that doesn't fit in Hamilton, I don't know where it fits in. He's a good dude, getting to know him, over the last couple of days on the field, but also off the field. Seems like a real solid guy. I'm definitely excited about having him. And the thing I like about him most, just from the couple of days of practice, is I can tell this is important to him. Like, he's not out here just cashing checks and all that. He loves this game, and I think I love this game too, so that resonates with me. He's a Hamilton type of guy, so I'm excited about having him.
And that is Dane Evans as we caught up with him after practice today. All right, that'll do it for us here on Ticats Today. Hey, while I got you on the Ticats Audio Network, I encourage you to check out a couple of teammates turned radio broadcast hosts. Morelli and Hitch have a brand new episode out. Episode 22 just dropped, featuring Dave Hack, so you can go check that out. And a brand new season of Task and Twos. Yes, the first episode of the year for Task and Twos, as they are joined by Dave Stala. There's a new Coach O show there, so lots going on the Ticats Audio Network. And remember, the exclusive broadcast home of the game on Friday, starting with Tiger Cats game day. We're going right into kickoff to the final whistle and beyond, right through Tiger Cats post-game. That'll do it for us today. Thank you so much for checking us out. A couple of shout-outs before we go. Best of luck to the Hamilton Bulldogs, who are taking part in the Memorial Cup final tonight in St. John. Go Dogs, go. And congratulations once more to Kyle Becker, Forge FC captain, who will be playing in his 100th career CPL match tonight as Forge hosts Valor FC. So congrats and good luck to both Forge and to the Hamilton Bulldogs, and it should be a great night of sports in the city of Hamilton. We're back tomorrow. Thanks for checking us out. I'm Louie Butko from all of us here at the Ticats Audio Network. Hoping you have a great day.
Ticats Today can be heard every weekday, and we would like to hear from you. Email us at gameday@ticats.ca. Have a question or an opinion? We want to hear it. That's gameday@ticats.ca. Subscribe to the Ticats Audio Network on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.